Accione.
The objective is to start a war with the Mexican cartels.
Start the fireworks.
When the U.S. invaded,
She's a witness. You gotta get rid of her. I can't do that.
their only chance at salvation
Trust in me is how you're gonna survive.
was the Sicario.
Good luck. Adios.
Hola lectores de Empire, estamos en el junket de Sicario 2, Día del Soldado, y estamos con el señor Josh Brolin. Mr. Brolin, welcome to Mexico.
Thank you very much.
This is a hard role for all the people in Mexico. It's a topic that it's very hard for us to take, so I want to know, how was your preparation, the training, as physical and mental for your role?
Well, I think it's two separate things. It's hard for you as a society. It's hard for us as a society. I don't think as hard, but the relationship between Mexico and America, and the fact that this is, you know, a major ordeal in the last 10, 15 years, especially in the last 10, 15 years. It's even before that. We did a movie called American Gangster based on, you know, the drug trade and all that. So, and the preparation, you know, it's a lot of people that I've known in the military. It's a lot of people that I've known in Mexico. We were supposed to do a movie with Brian Grazer back about 5 years ago, 6 years ago, called Cartel. I did a lot of research then. There was, you know, but a lot of stuff has happened in 5 years. So, you know, it doesn't seem, I know 2017-18 has been not such a great year, and yet I've spent so much time in Mexico. I've been coming here since I was a young boy. And, you know, I have a very personal relationship with Mexico. So doing a movie like this means a lot to me. I like bringing something, it's a very intense movie, it's a very violent movie, but bringing something back into the light, because in this day and age, things kind of come up and they go away, and they come up and they go away. Yeah. So I like, you know, bringing stories like this back into the light so we can continue to talk and hopefully find resolutions for a problem this major.
Now, this is a movie, of course, that takes place in Mexico and in the border. What do you think that this movie feels for all the Mexicans and for the United States, for the Americans? I mean, it's a huge deal, but at the same time, we can make it better for the greatness of your country and our country.
I agree, but you know, again, yeah, I've said this a few times, but Richard Nixon, you know, he had, rehabilitation was a thing that he brought up, and everybody, and the reaction to rehabilitation was the war on drugs. And the war on drugs lasted 30 years, and we spent, our country spent $1 trillion, and there was zero change, no change. So you hope, again, like the administration right now, there's something that people love about, like strong arming, and we're going to do this thing, and we're going to this, and I'm the tough guy, and all that, which is kind of what Sicario represents, especially the first one, this arrogance and all this kind of stuff. And I think the difference between the first Sicario and this one is you start to see a little more consequence. You start to see a little more weight. You feel this invincibility that they felt in the first movie doesn't really exist anymore, because the problem's gotten worse and worse and worse. Now, how do you fix a problem like this? You keep it conscious, and this is our version of bringing it back into consciousness.
You're gonna help us start a war.
With who?
Everyone.
Well, as a professional, look, it's a challenging movie for me. It's a current event movie. I did a movie called Only the Brave about firefighting that was very important to me, you know. But that was based on a true story. Where this isn't. This is based on a true, you know, a current event, but not necessarily a true story. It's fictionalized as a current event. Why it's important to me is because of, like I said, the relationship that I've had with Mexico as long as I have. I've spent a lot of time down here, like a lot of time. And my mom was from Texas, and she was close to a border in Corpus Christi. So, again, it's something that, you know, and then Benicio, who's been a friend of mine since he was 19, obviously, you know, being a Latin of Latin descent, you know, it's just a conversation that resonates for us. If I didn't care, I wouldn't have done the movie. There's other movies to do. There's bigger movies to do. There's more money to make, but that's never the case with me. I go, what's the story? How impactful, how profound is it? And then, you know, again, the reaction to the first movie was so positive in bringing up, again, those issues, bringing those issues into light, that I like being involved with stuff like that. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Sir.
Right on.
Thank you.
Thank you.